Hello everyone. We're here in Kigali, the capital of Rwanda, and we've just been able to meet with Connie Smith and Malcolm Card and other leaders of Canadian Baptist Ministries. It makes me think of the interview that I had with Malcolm Card when he was recruiting me for Canadian Baptists way back in 1985. And he asked me if there was anything that I was running away from in my life in Canada, and I said, mediocrity. So believe me, the life that God has given me to live here today in Congo is very, very far from mediocre. I think that I wouldn't trade it, but I'll just tell you a little bit about how the impact of the situation of war and conflict has hit us as a family. You may know that my husband, Paluku Kavunga, is a Baptist pastor in Goma. When I married him, I became a stepmother of 10 children and 2 grandchildren. So, and another nephew who lives with us. So there are basically, if you do the math, there's 1 girl at university, there's 14 of us under our roof. And he's given me a beautiful family. He's also given me an extended family. And right now, we have a father-in-law who we don't know where he is, because he lives north of Goma, and the soldiers from Congo's army, when they fled the rebels, were looting his town, and so he's fled into the forest. We haven't heard from him for 5 days. We had another cousin who was expecting her 6th child. She had to flee her home in a place called Kiwanja, and she had to give birth in a place north of Virunga Park. The baby arrived fine, baby Justin, 3.5 kilos, but then she had to flee again, and we don't know where she is. We have taken in 5 members of the extended family, and they're living with us in Goma. They don't know what's happened to their houses or their livelihoods. We don't know how long they're with us. On a personal level, you can see that this has a great impact on all of us. What people in Goma and in Kivu ask is several things. One, even people of great faith say, how can God let this happen? How long is He going to permit it for? And so, as we've said before, please pray that Christians who know and walk with God would continue to walk with Him through this difficult time. On another level, we say, how can the world allow this? We know all of the emotions that were stirred up in 1994 in the Rwandan genocide, and how people said, no, we'll never let this happen again. But when the appeal went out for the UN to send more soldiers into this, nobody answered. Nobody said, no, we'll put our lives on the line for this bunch of Africans who are again in trouble. I have one cousin in Canada with the United Church of Canada, and she asked me what to do. I said, contact your MP, and she did it. I'm asking Baptists who may not always use the same type of political avenues, but are available to us in a democratic society, to do the same thing. Contact the people in power and say, this is not acceptable. We do not want to see a small band of rebels, who are really only about 5,000 in number, turn upside down a whole society. And this is what has happened. We're talking about more than 1 million people who are out of their homes right now. Estimates are up to 1.5 million people who have had to flee their homes. These are not just people, these are my relatives. Please pray. Please contact people who might have a way to turn this around, and make sure that they understand that this is important to you. That can make a difference. And please, through the Baptist World Alliance, through Canadian Baptists, there will be some help given to the Kivu Baptists. I'm very proud to be a Baptist today. I'm very proud the pastors in Goma said to their people, let's get these people out of churches and schools that are sitting there and invite them into our homes. That they did that. That they collected food, that they collected clothes, that they collected any spare dishes that were around, and they said, this will go towards the people who need it. It's like living Matthew 25. And so I'm very, very proud to be a part of that. And we ask as well that you will respond, that you will remember us, and that you will do what you can. And thank you.